Right, hello everyone. So we're going to have a look at some proportion and ratios revision. Okay, so we're going to do some very simple ones to start with, and then we'll get on to some more complicated ones. So we start off with a nice little simple one. Let's express in simplest form. So with each of these following ratios, we're going to put them into their simplest form. So this one is 5 is to 30, 6 is to 9, 21 is to 28, and 24 is to 16. Okay, so we're going to put these into their simplest form. So how do we do that? You look for the highest common factor. You look for a number that divides into both of them, and you look for the biggest number that divides into both of them. Okay, so look in the first case, 1 of course divides in, but the biggest number I can see is 5. So 5 into 5 goes once, 5 into 30 goes 6 times. So there you go. That's the first one in its simplest form. Next one, 1 divides in, 2 doesn't, 3 does. So 3 into 6 goes twice, 3 into 9 goes 3 times. Third one, 2 doesn't, 3 doesn't, 3 nines, 27, 4, 5, 7 does. 7 into 21 goes 3 times, 7 into 28 goes 4 times. And finally, this one. Okay, 1 does, 2 does, 3, no, 4 does. Anything whatever, 5, no, 6, no, 7, no, 8 does. So 8 into 24 goes 3 times, 8 into 16 goes twice. So there's some very simple ones just to kind of get you started, how you can put them into their simplest forms. Okay, so we'll do a more complicated one over here now. So let's have a look. So here's a recipe for a cake, okay, for 4 people. This recipe is for 4 people, okay. 4 large apples, must be an apple tart or something. 50 grams of butter, 100 grams of sugar, and 200 grams of flour. Okay, so hope you can all see that. So the question then becomes, well, how much would it be for for 10 people? How much? So here we go. For 4 people, we need 4 large apples, which means for 4 people, we need 50 grams. So that's for 4 people. So let's try and do our maths to get it down to 1 person. For 4 people, you need 4 apples. So 1 person would need 1 apple. Okay, so there's your conversion. 1 person, 1 apple. So for 10 people, I need 10 apples. Okay, let's get that one written down. So let's do the next one. For 4 people, I need 50 grams. Okay, that means for 1 person, I need 50 divided by 4, 50 over 4. So that's my conversion. So for 10 people, it's going to be, we can use a calculator to do it, and I would suggest you use a calculator to do it. So I need to multiply this by 10 for 10 people. So it's 50 divided by 4 multiplied by 10. I need 125 grams of butter. Okay, let's do the next one. 100 grams of sugar. Okay, so same thing. 4 people gives me 100 grams. 1 person is 25 grams. but I want 10 people's worth. So that's 250 grams of sugar. And then the same for the other one, the flour. 200 grams for 4 people, that's 50 grams a person. So that's 500 grams of flour. So I just multiplied the last one by 10. 50 grams per person, 10 people. So that's my new recipe. So how did I do this? Well, I know what one person needs. So the proportion, okay? 4 people will need that. One person will get it down to a unitary value, what 1 unit of whatever it is would be, and then multiply it by the number of people or number of times you need it. That's the trick with these. Get it down to 1 unit, and then you can multiply it up or down depending on how you like it. Okay? It's a nice, easy one once you know what you're doing. Let's have another go at another one. Okay? So, okay, the ratio, all right, of elephants to tigers in a zoo is 5:4. If there are 300 elephants, it's a big zoo, how many tigers? Right. So how are we going to do this sum? Well, suppose, first of all, we've got a ratio. But in order to work it out, we need the proportion. Okay? So how do we work out the proportion from the ratio? You add the numbers. Sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself there. Okay? You add the numbers. And then each of that is a fraction of that total. So we know there are 300 elephants. That represents 5/9. So we need 4/9. So if we can get it down to a unitary, if we can get it down to 1/9, okay, 300 divided by 5, which is 60. So 1/9 is 60, but I want 4/9, which is 60 by 4, which is 240. Okay, so there you go. Right? Cool. That's a bit tougher. Okay, you have to turn your ratio into proportion, bring it down to a unitary if you can, and then bring it back up. You don't have to bring it down to a unitary if you know what you're at, but it does help. Okay, we'll try another one then. We have 4 boxes of cereal. Okay, 4 boxes of cereal. No, sorry, 4 boxes. Sorry. So this is a 3 liter. This is a 1 liter. This is a 1.5 liter, and this is a 0.5 liter. This is detergent. We go with detergent on this, okay? And this is €6.48, €2.28, €3.39, and €1.55. And the question is, it's very simple, okay? Find the cost of 1 liter of each, and then which one is the most expensive and which is the cheapest. So how do we do this? Well, we already know the cost of 1 liter of this one, okay? That's €2.28 per liter. How do I find this one? You divide 648 by 3 liters, and that gives you the cost per liter. So 648 divided by 3, 216 per liter. Okay, what about this one? This is 339 divided by 1.5. 339 divided by 1.5. 226. 26 per liter. Okay, and this one, this is going to be 1.55 divided by 0.5. Sounds looks expensive. This is €3.10 per liter. So they're all in their per liter form now. Which one is the cheapest? Okay, well, actually, the 3 litre is the cheapest, which is the most expensive, the 0.5 litre. And there's not much between the 1 and the 1.5 litre. In fact, the 1.5 litre is slightly cheaper than the 1 litre one. So again, I've talked to you before about this. If you walk around the wherever you shop, look at the label and see, do they have the price per kilogram, the price per litre, or I've actually seen it on toilet paper, the price per sheet of toilet paper. It's very interesting. Okay, so here's another example of one. Let's go a bit tougher. Okay. Oh, here's a nice tough one. Triangle with 3 angles. And the ratio of the 3 angles is 4:3:2. And the question is, can you work out the actual angles? It doesn't make a difference which angle is which, but one of them is 4, and one of them is 3, and one of them is 2. So let's try and work this one out. First thing you do is, this is a ratio. We need to get at a proportion, but a proportion of what? But what number do we know is associated? What degrees are associated with a triangle? Well, a triangle has 180 degrees. So if we could break a triangle of 180 up degrees into a ratio of 4:3:2, we'd be able to figure out which angle is which. Now, we might know whether it's that one or that one. We know that the 3 of them are in there. So let's try and work this one out. So how are we going to break it up? Well, first of all, let's get our total. 4 plus 3 plus 2 is 9. Okay, so that means one of them is 4/9, one of them is 3/9, and one of them is 2/9 as a proportion of 180 degrees. So how do we work that out? Well, you can use your calculator, or you can just do it in your head. If you're doing it in your head, divide 180 by 9 and multiply it by 4. Okay, so that will give you the unitary value. So, or you can just do it all in the one go on the calculator if you're so inclined. So that's 80 degrees. $60. Now, you could stop right there and say, well, listen, I already know what the third one has to be, because it has to be 80 plus 60, which is 140. 140 take away 180 is 40 degrees. Or you could just know it's half that, because 80 is 4/9, then 2/9 is going to be half of 4/9. So we'll do one more just to kind of get your head around some of these ones. Okay, so a 40-liter tank of petrol can do 420 kilometers. Okay, that's quite good going. Okay, how far on 22 liters? Okay, and then how many liters to go 630 kilometers? Okay, so again, an interesting one. So let's get our ratios and proportions going. 40 liters can give me 420 kilometers. So how much would 1 liter give me? Wasn't it just 420 over 40, which is, now again, don't be afraid to use your calculator if you're not confident, but try and do it without your calculator, okay? It's 10.5 kilometers. So I know 1 liter can get me 10.5 kilometers. How far would 22 liters? 22 liters will give me 10.5 times 22. 10.5 times 22 is 231 kilometers. Now that's fine. Now let's reverse the process. If I want to go 630 kilometers, how many liters? Well, I know 10.5 kilometers will generate 1 liter. So if I divide this by 10.5, I should get the answer I'm looking for. Okay, so it's actually 60 liters. So hope that helps you figure it out. Okay, so when you're doing this revision, go back over the previous videos on ratio and proportion, give them a go, give these ones a go, pause, try them again. You know how to do it. Thanks very much. See you later.